Okay, so we're going to talk about some of the triangle theorems. And if we look at this first problem, it says ABC below that DE is parallel to AB. So if they're parallel, I can draw my little arrows that signify they're parallel. CD is 15, AD is 9, and AB is 40. And I want to figure out what DE is. DE is here. So if I don't know it, I'm going to put an X there. So I need to make a proportion to help me figure out what this answer would be. So I'm going to look at my small triangle. My small triangle, so 15, needs to go with the entire length of the big triangle. My big triangle, if I have 9 and 15, would make 24, so 15 over 24. And since 15 is on the smaller triangle and X is also on the smaller triangle, I am going to get X over 40. And then once we get there, we can do our cross multiplication. So 24x is equal to 400 divided by 24, and x is 25. Okay, very similar on number 2. Number 2 says that ST is parallel to LW. Alright, so we're going to set it up very similar to as I did number 1. So in number 1, we took 15 and added those two to get 15 over 24. Here, I'm going to say X over, but then I want to add these two. If I add these two right here, it's going to become X plus 4. Equals 6 over these two added together will give me 9. Then again, I am going to do cross multiplication. I'm going to multiply these. I'm going to multiply those. 9 times x is 9x, and then we got 6 parentheses x plus 4. Now from there, we can distribute. So get 6x plus 24. And then we're going to solve. Minus the 6x, minus 6x, and that becomes 3x equals 24. Divided by 3, and x would be 8. So number 3, we want to apply the following side lengths could form a triangle. So for it to be a triangle, the two smallest sides have to add up to be larger than the longest side. So my two smallest here is 5 and 7. 5 plus 7 is 12, and 12 is greater than 9. So that works. Here, 4 and 3 are my smallest. 4 plus 3 equals 7, but 7 is less than 8, so that does not work. Okay. Third one, 11 plus 11 equals 22, but 22 is equal to 22, so that also does not work. 2 plus 4 equals 6. 6 is greater than 5, so we're good. Here, 7 plus 9 equals 16, and 16 is greater than 12. So we are good there. 8 and 2 equals 10, but 10 is equal to 10, so that does not work. So it has to be greater than it. Okay, the last two problems we're going to talk about are medians and triangles. Medians and triangles create a point called the centroid. Okay, so the problem says if EV, find EV if UV is 24. So the whole thing right there is 24. So the median, this point is in the middle. So if the whole thing is 24, that means that EV would be 12, half of 24. And it says find T, if TC is 8, find TU. So again, if it's right in the middle, this is 8, therefore that is also 8. So the whole thing is 16. Okay, the next one, find TD if TV equals 29. So TV is 29, but I want to find TD. So I want to take half of 29. So half of 29 would be 14.5. Our next one, again, they're medians. Find the measure of WY if MW is 22. So this is 22. I want to find YW. So what we need to know about centroids and medians. The centroid cuts it into two parts. The longer part is double the shorter part. So if this part is 22, half of 22 is 11. What is NW? So NW is here. If ZW is 10, again, this is the opposite. So the last one we did divided by 2, but we want to find the longer part. So I'm going to multiply by 2, and I'm going to get 20. And then lastly, if PW is 13, I'm looking for WX. WX is 13 divided by 2, which is 6.5.